Okay, I'm going to try to step in the frame that way. So, I'm just going to give some updates, I guess, in this video. I hope you guys' weekend, past week has went better than mine. I lost the keys to my van. I have no idea what I've done with them. I remember having them at the store, and then my van is a push start. So, obviously you have to have it to be able to crank the car. So I had it in the vicinity when I cranked the car, and I drove it here to home. And I can't remember what I've done with it. We've flipped our house upside down trying to find it and can't. We've looked twice. I have no idea where it's at. So right now we're down to the truck. I've called to see how much it is to have it replaced, and it's $350 to have a key fob replaced, a push start key fob. And then they have to come out here because obviously I can't drive it to them, so that's an additional fee that I'm not even sure how much that is going to cost me, unless I want to have it towed, but towing is so expensive, you know, on top of that. But they said they can't even get me a new key for a few days, so that's fun. Sorry, my dog is over here just whining. He's wanting some attention, but now he's gonna bark. But anyways, so that is one of the fun things. We're having to redo our bathroom as well, and of course they happen at the same time because, you know, once something goes wrong, something else has to. So we've had a pretty busy week. I guess I'm gonna try to move this so that he will stop barking at me. I highly doubt he's gonna stop, but we'll see. We'll go all the way over here. He's just in his little thing because he likes to wander off. So we have to keep him up when we are out and about. And I'm about to go to town and get some groceries and stuff. So let's see if we can set this up over here. On the other side, we can't see me. Anyway, so that is something that we are going through right now, as well as Braden's doctor has gotten in touch with us, and let's see if I sit here. And let's see. Excuse the poor angles, so I have to figure it out. Okay, so we have received a list of specialty hospitals throughout the United States, and they are wanting us to look into more specialty care. Not really just transfer him, but for bigger hospitals, you know, to do more testing to kind of figure out maybe what specifically Braden has, because over the years he's gained more symptoms and issues than originally, so his diagnosis has changed, and they're trying to figure out, like, okay, well, what is his overall diagnosis? What does he have? You know, does he have a syndrome? Does he have some kind of disease? Does he have is it genetic? What does he have that's causing this, and this? That way, maybe if we can pinpoint what it is, we can pinpoint what he needs, instead of, because right now we're just treating each symptom, which has worked, but it's not really, I don't want to say a cure, because I'm assuming there's probably not really a cure to what he has. I just, you know, like a better treatment plan for him. So we are looking into hospitals. We live in North Carolina, so none of them are near us. Of course, we are already going to the top ones for North Carolina. But there is, I think there was one in Philadelphia. There's one in New York. There's one in Houston, Texas. That one does happen to be the one that I think we're thinking about based off of reviews and, you know, ratings and stuff. We've been doing a lot of research into all of them. And we've just been dealing with a lot, of trying to figure out which one we're going to go to. Obviously, none of these are close. They are at least 10 hours away. Houston is like almost 14 hours away, so it is a long journey. It's not something that we should even be discussing right now, because traveling like that is going to be crazy expensive with what we are already going through, but we will do it, right? Like, parents do everything that they can for their kids, and so I know that this is a good move for him. I know that this is something that we need to do. Me and my husband have discussed it and prayed over it, and we agree that he needs to be seen with better care options. I'm not like, the hospitals that he sees are amazing. They are absolutely amazing, and I would never, there's nothing wrong with them. However, the higher volume hospitals have more expertise in certain diseases and certain diagnosis, and they have more children, they see more children, they see more things than more of like a rural area hospital would. So we do agree. This is something that since I was pregnant with Brayden, that the hospital has wanted us to do. Excuse me. We have tried to look into it and do it when we thought was the best timing, and up until recently we've not really thought the timing was right to do it. With his condition, with the way he was, with the traveling, but things with him have took a dramatic turn. And I want to know, is this something we can expect? Can we always have GI problems? Is his heart always going to be enlarged? We've talked about his heart being enlarged and only 20% of blood getting through to the left side. So, like, why aren't they wanting to follow it more closely? I guess, we are scheduled for surgery. There's not been a date set to that yet. For sure. They are wanting to do another follow-up appointment. They want to see how much Brayden's heart is doing on its own to handle it. Because apparently with tetralogy of flow, which is what Brayden has, his heart will do this, and so they are trying to say, okay, well, how long do we have before we have to replace it? Because, again, once you replace it, then you're on a ticking timeline of when you have to do it again. So they are trying to watch and just kind of see how Brayden's heart and body kind of handle it itself. I know that it will be relatively soon. We did get an email saying that it would probably be within the next 6 months to a year, if that long. But with that being said, we need to, within the next little while, go be seen by a specialist in a different hospital. To not really get a second opinion, but, get more eyes on him, more options, more treatment plans, more experienced doctors in bigger hospitals and things like that. I'm not really sure exactly how to explain it. Like, I know what I mean, but it's so hard to explain. But yeah, so that's what we're doing with him. So that is our next step, and I will let you guys know as soon as we find out. I did reach out to the doctor last night and was like, okay, I think we've picked the Houston hospital. This is the one that we, out of the, they gave us an option, and all of them were great. Like I said, Philadelphia one seemed amazing. There was Boston, Massachusetts, and I know it's a good hospital. Actually, I followed it along. When I was pregnant with Brayden, there was a cardiologist that we saw. He was the very first cardiologist that we saw, fetal cardiologist. And then he followed Brayden for a few months after birth. He was amazing, absolutely amazing. And he studied at Boston, and then every time he told us that we had questions to look it up on Boston, the Boston Hospital site, and it would have answers and break it down, and it has. So we were really thinking about going there. That's actually where he ended up going back to work. So we really thought about that, but just reading all of the positive reviews and everything, like they all got really good reviews and everything. I just really think that the Houston, Texas one fits our needs better, fits our situation better. So that's the one that we'll be going to. So that'll be a long ride. It is going through lots of states. So I'm going to try to make it educational. Have not spoke with the school yet, obviously missing school, but I don't want to travel that far away without any of my kids. I want my kids to be with me that way. Like, could you imagine being 15 hours away from your kids? I couldn't. I absolutely could not. I would be in a sheer panic the entire time because I already, sometimes I have to leave my kids here so they can go to school, and then I have to go to like Winston-Salem. That's 5 hours, or Charlotte, that's 5 hours away, and that's already crazy because there's nothing I can do right then if they were to need something. So I couldn't imagine 15 hours. That would take me days to get back. And so I'm hoping that the school will understand that this is kind of a unique situation, which they have so far. Been really good with us about unique situations, because trust me, we've been in one. But this one is a little bit more, I guess, because it would probably be a full week that they missed. I'm not even sure if we could do the turnaround, in less than that amount of time. it would be super stressful on everybody because it is, like I said, like 14 hours. So we're going to have to break that up. Braden could not ride for that long. I'm not sure I could. After kids, you know, bathroom breaks, or me and the kids are on the same boat with that. But we you know, we're going to have to figure that out. I know that they have like a educational opportunity thing. So I'm hoping if I can get that turned in when we get a date set that we're going to be going. I believe it's going to be February. They can give me the forms for educational opportunities. You know, maybe we can stop in each state, learn something about each state that we're going through, because we're going to go through Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. So I'm hoping that we can, you know, learn things about that. I know that Texas has a giant zoo and things like that. So if there's things like that that we can try to learn about and everything, and make it educational for the other two, so that they're not counted absent, like they're not counted like that they're missing educational opportunities. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as an update on pretty much everything in my life, the van thing has really got me stumped on trying to figure that out, because, you know, life has been a roller coaster lately, as I'm sure many of you understand. It's been rough for everybody. But now I'm off to the grocery store, which is also another thing, because everything is crazy price there too. But I hope you guys have a really good week. See you next time.